have problems. You'll send me emails, I can't make Callie talk to the VM that you gave me. All right? So pay attention here, folks. Some of you may know this already, and if it's review, I apologize in advance. So I sent you that VM. What you need to do is put that in your virtual machines directory. Inside it, you'll have a VMDK file. One of these here. All right. You want to go to File, Open, find that directory. And it'll pop up that VMDK file. Highlight it, you click open. I've already done it, so I won't do this. And it will import it into your inventory. Next, what you want to do is you want to ensure that that VM that I sent you, or that I'm distributing here, that Windows 2008 VM, and your Kali Linux VM are on the same internal host network. Now, remember from Lab 1, we had the Kali machine go through NAT as networking, right? So you get your updates and get your NVT files. We're going to change that. I told you on Tuesday, hey, when we get to Lab 2, this is a change. So you're going to go to Kali, you're going to go to your network adapter. You're going to change that from NAT to host only. Or what I would like to do is just kind of change it to something here individual, like VMnet 1 that says host only. Okay? Click there, something that says host only, click OK. Alright? On your Windows server, you need to do the same exact thing. Custom, host only. Okay. Alright? You need to take note as to what network that is. There's a couple different ways you can do it. When you got and you loaded Windows Workstation, I don't care if it's in Fusion or if it's on a Windows system, you should get, oops, wrong one, a virtual network editor. Right? You see that VMnet, host only. Make note of the IP addresses. 192.168.199. That's my network. Alright? You open up a command, prompt. And you do a IP config all. And you look at your config, you will find a wireless adapter on here, a virtual wireless adapter that says VMnet 1. Wait for it, there it is right there. And you will see that VMnet 1 is on that 192.168.199 network, .1. That is your gateway. .1 is your gateway. Now, here's the thing. Your Kali VM, this Windows VM I've given you, will not have access to the internet. Not that it can't. You can do some funky black magic in Windows and make that happen, but I suggest you don't. Why you go onto a host network is so that you don't have access when you're doing this as a sandbox exercise. It's good pen testing practice to keep this encapsulated to where you don't have access to an outside network. Everybody understand that? Key concept here. All right, cool. So I'm going to keep that command prompt up here just a second.
Let's see.
One of the things you also might want to do, just for practicality's sake, disconnect from the internet, You don't want the anthrax or the Ebola virus getting out of the lab, right? All right, and this is why. One of the things that I like to do, because we're using pen testing tools and we're using it in our own environment, I'm going to turn my firewall off. Actually, I already have it. Turn it all off. I did that already. I was prepped for this one. I didn't turn it back on. It's not that I walk around with a firewall off. Geez, what type of security expert is mine?
It's a little dangerous.
All right. So once you've done all that, power these bad boys on, and this is the real, true test of your system. You'll hear my fan start going crazy here in a second, and I will make my laptop screen. And you need to do a connectivity test. If you do not go through this step and you don't do a connectivity test, you just blast straight into the lab. And you go, God, why is this not working? This is probably why. Okay. I'm going to log in Kali. Windows Server. Oh, I didn't give you the password to Windows Server. That's okay, you don't need it. That's why we're doing this lab. I did log into Kali. So we'll open up a terminal. All right? Now in that network editor, I have this DHCP setting. Here's a little telltale sign. My DHCP addresses start at 199.128 and it will go sequentially. So, depending on who booted up fastest, my Windows box or my Kali box, if I do an if config, I see that I got 132. Wow. How the hell did I get 132? I should have started at 128, right? It's okay. It starts at the lower end. What I would do is I'd start pinging stuff. Ping 192.168. 192.168.199.132. I can ping myself. Great. Let me ping .1, which is my host. That's a good sign. And now I'm going to start from 128 to see if I can ID that Windows box. So I'll try 128. Nope. 129. Nope. It'll probably be close to your IP. 130. Nope. Hey, 131. So now I have a high degree of confidence that that Windows box has an IP of 192.168.199.131. Does everybody understand what I just did, what I'm trying to explain here? Does anybody not understand that? I looked at what DHCP network I'm using. I confirmed that that VMnet is up. I confirmed that my firewall is down. I found my IP address on my Kali box, and from that beginning of that DHCP range, I started looking for this Windows box to try to isolate what IP it has. And I have a high degree of confidence, because there's not very many VMs on this network, that is 131. Because right now the only three devices that are on this network are the Kali VM, this Windows VM, and my gateway, which is a virtual adapter on my host, which is .1. I gave you that when I showed you the command line. Everybody follow where I'm at. Now's the time to ask questions if you don't understand something. All right, I'm going to move on. Okay, now I'm ready to start my lab. I'm going to walk through a couple of things here, and I'll let you guys kind of turn it over. Do an nmap scan of the server and make a screenshot of the results. Look at the open ports, keep in mind which ones may be susceptible to vulnerabilities. Real easy. Kali, applications, information gathering, You can do in-map command line. I suggest you do ZenMap. Easier to take a screenshot. Throw that IP in there. Was it 131? Thank you. Click on scan. Kick back. Go get a cup of coffee. Watch the latest, episode of The Big Bang Theory. I don't care. All right? These steps in this lab will take a little bit of time. Okay? Depending on how much resources you have on your... All right? How many processors that you gave Callie. All right? How much RAM you have. All right? But you can watch the results, so you can see that, wow, whatever this is, it's got a lot of open stuff. So, some of you remember from 467, I said you really need to learn your ports, right? You only had a few ports that you had to memorize there. This is why. Okay? A lot of hacking tools is not going to tell you, oh, hey, they have DNS open. Oh, hey, they have this open. What in the world is port 445 and why is it important? Okay, Mr. Know-it-all. Bravo. All right? This is why this is so important. Again, guys, we're talking offensive security in this class, not defensive security. So, my laptop actually got this done pretty fast. So, hey, looky here. I have a Windows box. There's my open ports. It'll tell you over here what it is. Right? Give you some details. All I'm really looking for is a screenshot here somewhere where you have that IP address. You can show me the ports, you can show this. I don't really care what's on the right-hand pane. I want to make sure that I see that the OS is Windows. All right, taking a screenshot in Kali. If I'm not mistaken, I think. Yeah, well, there's actually a screen scraper in here too. So here's all your, this box down here will give you all your applications.
On the top right.
I think that's just for video.
That's my video camera. But hey, you can record yourself and post it to YouTube.
On the apps.
Top row.
There you go, screen. I knew it was down. Take a screenshot. Bam. Click. And then you can copy it to your clipboard. You can save it. Paste it in a leaf pad. Here's your leaf pad. Copy the clipboard. Brandon Brown, CIS 471, Lab 2, number 1. Paste.
I don't think you copied it.
I did copy it.
you clipped it.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to do it in leaf pad. So you might have to save it as a file and then transfer it off and put it in Word later. It's fine. Either way is cool. Okay? Then you need to do an OpenBOS scan. You've already done an OpenBOS scan of your host. And now you need to do one of this guy. All right? And from there, that's where the fun begins. That's where the fun begins. There's a lot of tools in Cali that you can use. There's a lot of tools up here you need to leverage. Do you have any system I give you some breadcrumbs in here. You have some really great hacking tools that you use every day. You don't realize it. A web browser, one of the best hacking tools I ever used. Serious. Try to find a web page on this thing. Try to find an FTP site. Start digging around manually. Through my career as a pen tester, I guarantee you, I find more stuff through manual process than I do through automated tools. I do. Okay? All right? So this is kind of a step-by-step process. As you go through each of these, you need to capture a screenshot saying, hey, I found number 2. I found number 3, etc. Okay? I will go over a couple more of these here on Tuesday. All right, and I'll go over number 10. Number 10 is not actually a hack, but I need you to create a findings report that you're going to put these screenshots in a Word doc. And that's what you're going to turn in for lab 2. All right? That's what you're going to turn in for lab